your boy Honor, and welcome to a brand new video. In today's video, we are doing the Diary of a Wimpy Kid still. If you didn't view the last stream, then I don't know why you didn't. But so we were doing a Diary of a Wimpy Kid stream, and we were literally on page 199, quite literally. One more page until I took a break, and then my mom called, and I don't know where she was, like at the store or whatever, and she made my screen go black. And I couldn't see what was going on, if she was filming me or not. It's just screen turned black, so I just told my fans that, or to the two people that were watching me, hey, you're going to have to be going to a different stream, and that's what we're doing. So we're going to wait on, a person to join, and then we're going to start. But, yeah, I've been streaming for 2 hours. I streamed for literally 2 hours and 6 minutes. That's literally how much I streamed that night. Or today. But I'm gonna go take a break real quick. Okay. Still nobody. Okay, I'm just gonna show Diary of a Wimpy Kid and see if. So yeah, we're gonna be doing Diary of a Wimpy Kid still, and we were on. Wait, not right here. We've been reading this entire book, and we were gonna go for the entire stream. We were gonna go for the entire stream if it wasn't for my phone being called and doing that. So I've been filming for 2 hours. Actually, I started streaming at 10, and now it's 12:30. So I haven't even eaten lunch at all. Actually. But we will begin at page, or when at least one person joins the stream. That's when we're going to start. Oh, this is so sad. Yeah, we were on page 199. For the other stream, we were going to have to take at least 5 breaks. Oh, there we go. Okay, we got a person. All right, we're doing Diary of a Wimpy Kid. We were on page 199. We were doing another stream, and we were doing it in one sitting, and we still been doing it in one sitting. All right, let's get started. We still run into him at the food barn every once in a while. Will that be paper or plastic, ma'am? So here's what I'm thinking. This school year has been kind of a bust, but I can get voted as a class favorite. I'll go out on a high note. I've been trying to think of a category I have a shot at. Most popular and most athletic are definitely out. So I'm going to have to find something that's a little bit more in reach. At first, I thought maybe I should wear nice clothes for the rest of the year so I can get best dressed. Dressed to impress, guys. But that would mean I would have to get my picture taken with Jenna Stewart, and she dresses like a pilgrim. What the heck? Wednesday. Last night I was lying in bed and it hit me. I should go for class clown. It's not like It's not like I'm known for being real funny at school or anything, but I can pull off one big prank right before voting. That could do it. Thumbtack. Yow! May. Thursday. Today I was trying to figure out how I was going to sneak a thumbstick into Mr. Worth's chair in history when he said something that made me rethink my plan. Mr. Worth told us he has a dentist appointment tomorrow, so we're going to have a substitute. Subs are like comic gold. You can just about anything you want, and you can't get in trouble. Greg Heffley, will you please do this problem? Your a big fanny granny. Well, I hardly think that's your slap-happy grandpappy. Friday. I walked into my history class today, ready to execute my plan, but when I got to the door, guess who the substitute teacher was? Hi, honey bunches. of all the people in the world to be our sub today, it was Mom. I thought Mom's days of getting involved at my school were over. She used to be one of those parents who came in to help out in the classroom, but that all changed after Mom volunteered to be chaperone of our field trip to the zoo when I was in 3rd grade. Mom had prepared all sorts of material to help us kids appreciate the different exhibits, but all anyone wanted to do was watch the animals go to the bathroom. He. Anyway, Mom totally failed my plan to win class clown. I'm just lucky there's not a category called Biggest Mama's Boy, because after today, I'd win that one in a landslide. You forgot your lunch at home. Wednesday. The school paper came out again. I quit my job as school cartoonist after Creighton the Curious Student came out, and I didn't really care who they picked to replace me. But everyone was laughing at the comics page at lunch. So I picked up a copy to see who was so funny, and when I opened it up, I couldn't believe my eyes. It was Zooey Mama, and of course Mr. Ira didn't change a single word of Rally's strip. Zooey Mama by Raleigh Jefferson. Hey, beautiful lady, do you want to go on a date with me? I'm not a lady, I'm just one of those dogs with long hairs, and so no thanks to that date. Zooey Mama! So now Raleigh's getting all the fame that was supposed to be mine. Will you put us in your comic? Sure. Even the teachers are kissing Raleigh's butt. I almost lost my lunch when Mr. Worth dropped his chalk in history class. Zooey Mama. Ha 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 ha. Monday. This Zooey Mama thing has really got me worked up. Raleigh is getting all the credit for a comic that we came up with together. I figured the least he could do was put my name on the strip as the co-creator. So I went up to Raleigh after school and told him that's what he was gonna have to do. But Raleigh said Zooey Mama was all his idea, and that I didn't have anything to do with it. I guess we must have been talking pretty loud, because the next thing you know, we attracted a crowd. Fight, 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 fight. Thank you so much. The kids at my school are always itching to see a fight. Me and Raleigh tried to walk away, but those guys weren't going to let us go until they saw us throw some punches. I've never been in a real fight before, so I didn't know how I was supposed to stand or hold my fists or anything. And you can tell Raleigh didn't know what he was doing either, because he just started prancing around like a leprechaun. I was pretty sure I could take Raleigh in a fight, but the thing that made me nervous was the fact that Raleigh takes karate. I don't know what kind of hocus pocus they teach in Raleigh's karate classes, but the last thing I needed was for him to lay me out right there on the blacktop. I almost said blank top. Before me or Raleigh made a move, there was a screeching loud sound in the school parking lot. A bunch of teenagers had stopped their pickup truck, and they started to pulling out. Sorry, there's some tissue right there. Pulling out. I was just happy that everyone's attention was on the teenagers instead of me and Raleigh. But all the other kids took off when the teenagers started heading their way. And then I realized that these teenagers looked awfully familiar. That's when it hit me. These were the same guys who chased me and Raleigh around on Halloween night, and they had finally caught up with us. But before we could make a run for it, we had our arms pinned behind our backs. Those guys wanted to teach us a lesson for taunting them on Halloween night, and they started arguing over what they should do with us. But to be honest with you, I was more concerned about something else. The cheese was only a few feet from where we were standing on the blacktop, and it looked nastier than ever. The big teenager must have caught my eye, because the next thing I knew, he was looking at the cheese too. And I guess I gave him the idea he was looking for. Raleigh got singled out first. The big kid grabbed Raleigh and dragged him over to the cheese. Now I don't know what to say, what exactly happened next, but if Raleigh ever tries to run for president and some friends finds out what these guys made him do, he won't have a chance. So I'll put it to you this way. They made Rally, blank, 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 eat the cheese. Or the cheese. Sputter, gasp, gag. If you know those blanks, then put it in the comments. I'm going to see if you can get that correct. I knew they were going to make me do it too. I started to panic because I knew I wasn't going to be able to fight my way out of this situation. So I did some fast thinking instead. I would, but I'm allergic to dairy. And believe it or not, it actually worked. You're lucky, punk. I know. I guess the teenagers were satisfied they made their point, because after they made Rally finish off the rest of the cheese, they let us go. They got back in their truck and took off down the road. Me and Rally walked home, but neither one of us really said anything on the way back. I thought about mentioning it to Rally that maybe we could have pulled a couple of karate moves back there, but something told me to hold off on that thought for right now. Shudder. Who are your parents voting for? I'm not stating, because that's personal information. Tuesday. At school today, the teachers let us outside after lunch. It took about 5 seconds for someone to realize that cheese was missing from its spot on the blacktop. Hey! Everybody crowded around to look at where the cheese would be. Nobody could believe it was actually gone. People started coming up with these crazy theories about what happened to it. Somebody thought that maybe the cheese grew legs and walked away. What a great idea, maybe, best friend. It took all my self-control to keep my mouth shut, and if Rally wasn't standing right there, then I honestly couldn't know if I honestly don't know if I could have kept quiet. A couple of the guys who were arguing over what happened to the cheese were the same ones who were egging me and Rally on yesterday afternoon. So I knew it wasn't going to be long before someone would put two and two together and figure it out that we must have had something to do with it. Rally was starting to panic, and I don't blame him either. If the truth ever came out about how the cheese disappeared, Rally would be finished. He'd have to move out of the state and maybe even the country. That's pretty intense. That's when I decided to speak up. I told everyone that I knew what happened to the cheese. I said I was sick of being on the blacktop, and I just decided to get rid of it once and for all. For a second there, everyone just froze. I thought people were going to start thanking me for what I did, but boy, I was wrong. I really wish I had worded my story a little differently, because I threw away the cheese. Because if I threw away the cheese, guess what that meant? It meant that I have the cheese touch. Scream. June, Friday. Well, if Rally appreciated what I did for him last week, he hasn't said it. But we've started hanging out after school again. So I guess that means me and him are back to normal. Diaper rash ahead. Wahaha! I can honestly say that so far, having the cheese touch hasn't been all that bad. It got me out of doing the square dance and unit and physical education because no one would partner up with me, and I've had the whole lunch table to myself every day. Today was the last day of school, and they handed out yearbooks after 8th period. I flipped to the class favorites page, and here's the picture that was waiting for me. Class clown, Rally Jefferson. Zooey mama. All I can say is that if anyone wants a free yearbook, they can dig out of the trash can in the back of the cafeteria. You know, Rally can have a class clown for all I care. But if he ever gets too big for his britches, I'll just remind him that he was the guy who ate the blank period. Well, that's pretty much it, guys. We have finished the book. If you guys want to say anything in the comments, thank me, because I've been streaming for 2.5 hours. I'm not kidding. I have been streaming for 2.5 hours. I did this on a whole other stream, and it didn't work on there. But I got to like page 199, and we have finally reached 217 pages of this Diary of a Wimpy Kid book in 2.5 hours. I am so thankful for everybody that watched the stream. Thank you all for watching this. If you want to give me a round of applause on this, thank you. I have done it. It would be so much for me. But thank you all for watching this stream. Make sure you like and subscribe. If you want me to do this stream again, I will do Project Rules. But we are not going to be doing it again because my back is hurting and I want to take a break from reading all these words. But anyway, see you guys later and peace out.